Hi members, Trish, leisureLifestyle.com, and it's day 52 of the 90-day health and wellbeing challenge, and we finished the pile of mulch. It was actually, what was it, 10 square
yards.
10 square yards of mulch that got delivered.
They don't use it, they don't do theirs in metric here, they're all imperial still.
Yeah, so they don't do meters. We're so used to meters. When you first measured it up, what was it? What did you measure up first?
15 yards.
15 yards, and that would have been a huge amount that was delivered. Was it 3 scoops they delivered?
I can't remember.
3 scoops were delivered, and so day 52, and finally finished. I'll just swing around, and pile gone. Pile of mulch finished and gone. So we worked very, very hard. We got up early, and it's Sunday morning, and just got, hi Jill, great to see you here. Dad,
Hi.
wave. Hi. So day 52 of the health and wellbeing journey, and we finished that pile of mulch, all done. And that's really good workout. You don't need to go to the gym, do you?
No, four sweated shirts.
4 sweated shirts. Yeah. Job so very well done, Jill said.
Where was she when I needed her?
Where were you? Dad said. Well done, Trish and John.
Yeah.
So, all done. Day 52. Dad, you're sweating more than me.
Yeah. And I've lost me.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether I can show you down there. Just show you. His shoes, one of his shoes fell off, so that was towards the very end. It didn't make it to the last 2 barrel loads. Knackered.
Yeah.
Absolutely knackered. So 3 days of doing that, and that was 10 square, what was it, 10 feet, square feet?
10 square yards.
10 square yards, I don't understand, I mean metric, but anyway.
I think 3 feet in yard, I think, if I remember my old school. 3 feet in the yard.
3 feet to a yard.
Yes, close.
So you had to calculate all of that. You had to go from metric to imperial.
Square, yes, a square. Yeah. Well, I asked the lady for I think about 57 square metres.
Jill said I would be there if I could. Believe me.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It'd been happy for you just to get the water from.
We didn't have enough barrows though either. No. Not enough shovels either. No. All right, so day 52, and I weighed in today, and you'll see me, I'll post in my Facebook account, I'll post the scale measurement, and it's exciting. It came in at 66.9, so I'm actually seeing a new number, and I knew that I would. I'm seeing a number 66, which is really, really exciting. So I think we're going to go out for a nice lunch today.
Yeah, we're going to go on Route 66.
We're going to go and spoil ourselves this afternoon and have a nice lunch, and that's my check-in for day 52 of the 90-day health and wellbeing journey. I am lying in my own hardcore parking space. Similar sweat going on, LOL.
No,
actually, what's the weather like there too, Jill, at the moment? I'm hearing it's hot at the moment.
Whereabouts is that?
In Wales.
Oh, in Wales?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I was born in Gorsinan.
Hold on, I'm going to give you the microphone.
That's all right.
So hang on. So give her a bit of history, family history. I was
born in Gorsinan,
Yeah.
near Llanelli.
Yeah.
I was born in I think it was St Mary's Hospital. But my father had to move away because he couldn't find work. He moved back to St Albans, it was a struggle for Mum on her own, and she had my sister, who's 2 years older than me. There was myself and my other brother, so it was pretty tough. But I love going back to Wales. I've still got my gran's still there. Not my gran, my aunt is still there, and she was so good to my mother and father and myself that I make a point of going back. But I just love the Welsh coast. I particularly love the North Wales area. I've got family going back hundreds of years up in the Mould area, up in North Wales. But I think the South Wales around the Gower, I don't think you can beat the Gower coast. And I just love it there. I spent many hours on Swansea Bay, waiting for the tide to come in. Used to have to walk about a quarter of a mile to get into the sea. But I'm not sure whereabouts you was born and bred, or if you're a true Welsh lady, but I'm a definite true Welsh person.
She is.
Yeah.
See, she said, "See, there is true gift in that Welsh blood."
Maybe it's, or maybe I don't know. I have to doubt that from me taking on this 10 yards of mulch. But
Charlene's watching too. Mitch White's watching too.
Okay, well, the sweat is absolutely dripping off me. I think it's going to be 91 degrees again Fahrenheit. We work in centigrade back in Australia. I would imagine that would be around about the 35 degrees, 34
but it's
degrees.
the humidity here. See, in Australia, you'll get. Here we go. I've got to get my glasses on. Hang on. Claudia's watching too.
The humidity here is horrendous.
Let me put my glasses on. I am a Cardigan born in. Now you pronounce that. It's Aberystwyth.
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 Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? Aberystwyth.
Yeah, it's spelled Aberystwyth.
Aberystwyth, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jill, has he pronounced that correct? So is that's?
Well, at least you'll get a response. Aberystwyth.
Yeah. Claudia, great to see that you're watching from Italy.
It's not a very pretty sight.
Hi, Dad. She said hi, Dad.
Yeah, but
she's good. She will say sweating is good. Claudia, she's
well,
fitness.
Well, since I've arrived here,
and Jill said yay.
Aberystwyth, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's all the fun fair things are at Aberystwyth. Actually, Mum and I went last year to Aberystwyth. We went through there. We travelled all the way down the.
Perfect.
We went all the way down the west coast of Wales.
I'll hold that.
And I just love to go back every year. But this year's been a bit difficult. But next year I'll most probably travel there. But it's going to be 91 degrees here today, and the humidity's about 90%. So
and Jill's saying it's bloody hot there. I just don't know whether it's as hot as here.
Is this the lady in
Jill? Yeah.
In Wales? Yeah. Oh, come on! It doesn't get hot there. I've never seen. Every time I used to go on holidays with my mother and father, we were looking out the window watching the rain come down. And we even went to the beach with it raining.
He's giving you heaps, Jill.
That's why we moved to Australia, I think. But anyway, I still love Wales.
She says, "Oh wow, so close. Next year we meet."
Oh well, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So
maybe.
There we go. That will be awesome.
If I move another 10 yards of this, I won't be alive.
Just don't say that. You will, because you're keeping fit. Claudia will agree, because you're keeping fit.
Anyway, since I've arrived here 3 weeks ago,
I love Wales.
She's got me in the gym. She's got me absolutely doing an hour of absolute murder, sweat pouring off me. And
Jill, honest, we're in a heat wave lasting 7 weeks now, LOL.
Wow, all of Europe have got a heat wave, actually, all of Europe.
I love Wales. Claudia loves Wales. I've been to Landrindod Wells and loved it. Landrindod Wells.
Has she been to Langoch, Dongroff, Goff, Gishkan, Goff?
Is that real?
Yeah, it's a place called that. It's I can't
say
pronounce
it again.
I can't say it. It's longer word than that. You might get a response.
Oh, there's a bee. Did you see that bee
Yeah,
go past?
I think he wants the sweat off me. I think.
Okay, I think that there's not much else to talk about except for we're knackered. We worked hard. We sweated it out. Claudia, wow, so beautiful.
Now I'm actually looking forward to a Dunkin' Donut. And every time hang on. Every time I drive past Dunkin' Donuts, I want to drive in, but of course, the steering wheel's locked, so we have to drive straight by.
Landfair PG is a short version, LOL.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
So she shortened it.
But I haven't been there. So
Charlene, I like the comedy hour, LOL.
What about Tom Jones, eh? Out of Wales. And
Actually,
Black.
Stuart Ross talked about Tom Jones in one of his video training.
Tom Jones and
he used that's hilarious, Jill.
Shirley Bassey from South Wales too.
Did you see that, Jill Humphries? He go for it today. LOL, donuts rule.
Especially the ones with chocolate.
Claudia says, you're both doing great. Putting on your competitive socks. Donuts? ? That's from Claudia.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll have one before I leave here.
Yes, Stuart Ross uses Tom Jones as his student case study in one of his training videos, and I think in module 4. I think he does a demonstration. He uses Tom Jones as his example. That's funny. That's funny. A Welsh singer.
Yeah, no, he was a great singer. We're going back to the
Claudia,
60s.
you are bloody funny. Anyway, so this is the first sort of Facebook Live that Dad's come on, so it's taken a bit of time. But Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones.
Oh, yes. That's one of the best.
Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones, that song.
That's a fantastic song, that is. Green Grass of Home. Yeah. He's still alive too. Actually, I'm going to tell you a story about that. When I was living in Australia, Tom Jones came out to tour, and he was looking for a house to rent in Australia while he was performing, because he doesn't like hotel rooms. So he rented a house about 4 or 5 houses from us, and a friend of mine was walking around there one day, and there was some reason why he wanted to knock on the door for some reason. There was either a shoe in the bush or something. Anyway, he knocked on the door, and Tom Jones answered the door. He was renting the house for 6 weeks while he was touring.
I remember that too. Yeah. I was young.
So what I done then was I went round them. I went round there myself and knocked on the door, and he opened the door, and I didn't know what to say.
Did you?
Yeah. So anyway.
Did you say hi, Tom Jones?
I said hi, because I didn't believe me, mate. I didn't believe that it was Tom Jones. I said, you're having me on. So I walked around there and knocked on the door, and he came to the door, and I said, I just wanted to make sure it was Tom Jones. So anyway, that was interesting.
That's funny. I don't have anything to say, but I just wanted to make sure it was you.
Yeah.
I love your dad. LOL, Jill.
Right. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close because we're rambling a little bit now. So, but it's Sunday and it's a good excuse to do that, right? So, anyway, day 53 tomorrow. So we've got 37 days left of this health and wellbeing journey, and it's just looking more and more positive, more and more bright. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a photo of me, a full-length photo of me, in my Facebook account, and because we went out for lunch yesterday, and it does show how much weight I've lost, because there's been comments. Oh wow, you should sang why Delilah. I even know that one. Jill.
Why Delilah? Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's fantastic. I could play. Why Delilah. Actually, I could play that now. I could play that. It goes on forever. Those songs go on forever. Yeah, I love it. And Shirley Bassey was brilliant too. I loved her.
So. She was Welsh too.
Yeah, I think she's born in an island off of Cardiff. I think. I can't remember the name of it now, but yeah, she was born there.
No,
a lot of good Welsh people come from that part of the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true, right?
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My wife comes from London, and I come from Wales, so we're miles apart from where we were brought up.
Yeah, but her dad was Scots, right? Her dad's family.
He was Scottish. Yeah.
No, however.
Yeah, you know what? The Scots have got short arms and long pockets. I used to say that to her father.
Tiger Bay, Jill, just type.
Oh, that's right, Tiger Bay. Yeah. So that's interesting. So they're having a heat wave there. Man, should have been over there. This is the time of the year I'm usually there. And
I know, and you would have
sometimes,
experienced that too.
Mum and I get a Mediterranean cruise down from Southampton, because they're so competitive. We usually get a pretty cheap cruise from Southampton, and we went on the Queen Elizabeth last year for 14 days around the western parts of the Mediterranean, because we've done the Greek islands many times. It was fantastic, and it was lovely. I think Southampton's a lovely place. It's beautiful. All those historic walls still around all the way around to Southampton. And I loved Southampton. I really liked it. But the trouble is, my wife kept wanting to go to the shopping centre.
The shops. And what about Ireland? Because I went with you last year to Ireland.
Yeah.
See, she's got about 40, she did her ancestry DNA. And I remember sharing this last time, and her attraction to Ireland, and she found out she was like 40% Irish. And her dad, he always was Scots, and always thought, he would never have believed that there was Irish blood in his ancestry. So that's quite amazing.
He's got many family members that are Scottish. Yeah.
Claudia, it does show you have melted down one size. Good singers.
Yeah, well, she hasn't said nothing about it. I've lost about 5 or 6 kilos since I arrived. So it's done me some good anyway.
She did say, and Claudia said in the photo, that you looked really good.
Really?
The photo that I sent through.
Yeah, but you could only see my head. I was sitting down low on the table.
You've lost about 4 kilos. She's see the likes? See the likes on the screen? That's her liking what you're saying.
Okay,
so you have. You've done well.
Yeah.
Mum won't know you when you go back.
I think she'll be a bit upset when I go back. She's quite happy at home on her own, I think.
She's loved the Emerald Isle, Jill said.
Oh yeah, the Emerald Isle's beautiful too. Yeah, actually, I don't think there's a nicer place. But I live in Tasmania, and I think Tasmania is very similar to Ireland. And I was so impressed with Ireland. I was impressed with the way people look after their properties. There's no litter or rubbish anywhere. And I loved the people were absolutely marvellous there. Really, really nice. And the pubs. Pubs and the sing-songs in the pubs. I could go every night to them pubs. They're brilliant. And I was drinking Guinness all the time. It was fantastic. So, yeah, but I'll go back. I'd love to go back to Ireland again. But the trouble is, as you get older, time goes quickly, and your bucket lists become longer. And anyway,
but you've ticked off a lot of stuff on your bucket list.
Yeah, like moving 10 yards of bloody mulch. That wasn't on my bucket list.
That wasn't on my bucket list. I talked about that yesterday. Now, when you write down your ideal day, is moving 10 yards of mulch on your perfect ideal day? No.
That's the only reason I done it, is because it kept me away from the gym.
Claudia said, because I sent her a photo, she said I could hardly. I better not say that, because it could be. It's recorded, right? Dad was working. Trish was videoing.
Yeah, that's about right.
Claudia.
That's about right. Thanks, Claudia.
I'm disappointed in you. I was taking the selfies, I must admit, but yeah. I burn up a sweat too. Trust me.
And every time I wanted to take the full wheelbarrow away to empty it, Trisha kept saying to me, "Oh, wait, I've got to do a selfie, I've got to do a photo." Me shoveling some mulch in there so everybody knows that I'm working hard.
That's rubbish. I was working hard. I helped move that. Claudia, truth is hard.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to sign off, because otherwise we'll be rambling here all day. So we're going to go and have a shower, and it was great to share some time with all of you. And see, look, smiley faces coming up.
Yeah.
See, the laughing.
Okay,
See, this is what Facebook Live is. You just go live, and then people come on, and then you can have a conversation with them. The problem is it could go forever.
It's very cool.
It is. I mean, Claudia's in Italy, Jill in Wales.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's just amazing. It really is.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, all the Welsh ladies, though, they're really nice, I'll tell you. all the Welsh ladies, when I go back there,
Yeah, Jill.
they're all slim, and they're all pretty, and they are. Something about the Welsh ladies. And it's just the accent too, that real Welsh accent.
Oh, it's the accent too. The accent.
Yeah.
Well, that brings you back home. That's why.
Yeah, it does.
That's
does.
wise. When I go back to England, there's
Yeah.
something about going back to England that sort of brings you back to your birthplace, to where you sort of were brought up.
Yeah, and when Mum done the genealogy, I came back 85% English.
81.
81% English.
81% English.
And that upset me.
Why?
Well, because I'm Welsh.
No, because they don't distinguish between Wales and Scotland.
It came to UK. Okay.
So it's just UK, but it means 81% you're
Right.
Welsh.
Yeah,
You
right.
most probably didn't travel far, your ancestry in the Welsh villages.
No,
I told Jill that.
No, they were all down in the mines. All these people down in the mines and steelworks and working bloody hard for their living. It was very tough. So, you know, it's, I've got a lot of admiration for the past generations. It was a very tough place to be. And even,
Yeah,
my uncle used to work in a steel mill, and when the red hot steel used to come out of the furnace, he used to have to pull the steel out and move it into a different area, and then they had to quench it into water. And he used to come home, and his clothes were black, and his whole body was black. And because they didn't have showers in them days and baths, they had a tub that my gran used to have to bring in, a tub, and they used to fill it with hot water, and used to have to sit in the tub, and my aunt and my gran used to had to wash him off. They don't. It was a tough world then. It's not like now. I mean, you've got everything now. You're absolutely lucky. Even I'm lucky, and I think
that's true.
And I think I've lived through a great generation from the 60s upwards. I think this has been the best time to be.
Oh, Rob Davies is on. The Geordie accent is the best.
The Geordie.
He's north. He's,
okay.
He's Newcastle.
Okay. He's a Geordie.
Newcastle in England.
He's a Geordie. I love going to that. I've been to that stadium. When I go back to England, if I go up north, I go back to that stadium every time. It's a fabulous stadium, that is. I've got a soft spot for the Newcastle.
I love his accent. He's got an awesome accent.
Oh, right, okay.
I met, it was Charlotte, wasn't it? Rob, we met up.
Is he from Newcastle itself?
Newcastle, England.
Yeah, he's in Newcastle though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Newcastle, all those bridges that go across in Newcastle,
Yeah,
I think.
thumbs up.
All those
thumbs
bridges.
up.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I loved it there. The Geordies are fabulous, and they've all got a great sense of humour too. If anybody from up north, further you go south, it gets a bit dour. Anywhere near London.
People like
Well,
Rob. Yes, it was.
yeah,
Is
I know,
Rob
yeah.
is responding.
Yeah. It's, and when you travel from Newcastle across towards the west coast, all that land in between, I think it's the Yorkshire and all through
you're
there.
getting thumbs up.
It's fabulous, fabulous everywhere. England is. I mean, what's their population? 80 odd million or something? 85
I'm not sure
million?
anymore. Is it as much as that?
And I mean, they're all based in the cities, but they've got so much countryside still, so much beauty, and the history there is just phenomenal. I mean, I love going back for the history, but I love going back to London. I think London's fabulous.
London is most awesome. I mean, I was there in February with these guys, and London was just incredible. I saw Jill there. Jill, it was amazing connecting with Jill in London, and Claudia. Claudia travelled over from Germany to London, and it was just the most amazing time. Like, I spent 3 weeks there. That was brilliant. Went to lots of...
Who was the guy from Newcastle? I'm interested to know if he supported Newcastle or Sunderland.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting question. Rob, Newcastle or Sunderland?
Yeah.
Dad's a mad soccer.
Yeah, I would imagine it'd be Newcastle. But very, very high rivalry between the two teams there. But I've been there a few times to Newcastle. I've actually got an aunt living in Newcastle.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's
Who?
Deborah.
Oh.
Deborah Bevitt. She's at the university.
Rob.
She works at the university.
He said Newcastle.
Okay.
And he said Lake District is lovely.
Yeah, Lake District's beautiful. Yeah, too. Yeah. I didn't do the Lake District last year.
Where does Deborah work?
The university. She's
Newcastle University.
She's a lecturer.
Oh, Rob.
She's written a thesis on something, a book. She's pretty
science in
right,
science. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so-
cool, Rob. You could get me come and visit in Newcastle. Well, where I'm Newcastle, Australia. That was funny. I met Rob, and he was Newcastle. We had the same last name, and he's Newcastle, England. I'm Newcastle, Australia.
Yes, that is strange. Yeah, but there are a lot of English towns and places in Australia that have the same.
Well,
name.
they have the same
It's the
names.
same in America too. There's a what was there? Newcastle. There's a Newcastle here.
Yes,
Yes, just
there
south,
is.
just
Just
south
here.
of us here. There's a
Just
Newcastle
here in
here.
Ohio, there's a Newcastle as well, but they just split the name.
Yeah.
It's Newcastle.
Yeah.
So that's funny. When I say I'm from Newcastle, Australia, they have a bit of a laugh about that. So
Now listen, folks, I'm going to go
yeah,
have a
and
shower.
I'm going to go too. So look,
Lovely
it was
talking.
he did good, and that was really nice, and I didn't expect that. So that's my share, everyone, and thanks for joining and coming on. Rob, Claudia, Jill, Mitch, and Charlene. So it was lovely to have you all here, and I'll check in. It's lovely for a Sunday morning, right? That's really nice. That was a pleasure. So I'll check in with you all tomorrow and talk to you all very, very soon. And thank you for hanging around. Bye, everyone. Bye.